your first performer, Chintzia Loy.
Hello! How you doing? Awesome. As you probably have noticed, my name is a little unusual, and I have a bit of an accent. I was born and raised in Italy. I'm fully aware I don't look like it, by the way. No respectful Italian would ever dress like Target. And I also have a bit of Irish twang here and there. I lived there for a while before coming to Australia. The first time I landed in Australia, actually, funny enough, I got off the plane from what was the longest trip of my entire life, and I hopped in a cab to go to the hostel where I will be staying. Yes, backpacker. And I see, not even 5 minutes into the drive, I see hundreds, and I mean hundreds of kangaroos. I swear I was so tired I started tripping. Now, I don't take drugs, and I never have, so I don't know what tripping is like. So either way, it's good for me. Either I am tripping for free, or I am seeing the best animal on the planet for the first time. So I need to have some confirmation. I am way too tired to be excited either way. So I turned to the taxi driver, and while pointing out to the most famous and globally recognizable animal on the face of the earth, I ask, "What are those?" Dating here in Australia is wildly different from what it is in Ireland. It shocked me to the point where I married one of you just to get out of it. But I have to admit that the biggest shock has to be on the road. Irish are very different creatures when it comes to driving. First of all, and I am sure this will come as a shock to most of you, if someone sees you need to merge, they let you in. They don't speed up. I see you. They don't try and cut you off. I love you guys. You even pretend you're not seeing that there's someone right next to you. You just stare straight ahead, avoiding eye contact at all costs, like it's some sort of life or death situation. Don't worry, I started doing it too. Adapt or perish, Chintzia. But it's just a tad different. Over in Ireland, they see you need to merge, they flash their high beams at you, and you're in. While here, after you've merged, you give a bit of a wave. Bit of a wave, yeah? Full of gratitude or spite, depending on how difficult the person next behind you made it for you to get in the first place. But you wave either way. I commend you for it. That's awesome. Over in Ireland instead, and I still do this to this day, I love it. I'm not going to stop doing it, but I'm sure the people behind me think, what's the crazy lady in the Fiat is doing? Yes, I drive a Fiat. I put my hazard lights on for a second, and that's your thank you signal over there, right? Any sane person would think that the conversation is over there. Thank you. You're welcome. But Irish need to thank you. They're so polite that after you've merged and after you've thanked them, they need to let you know that by God you're more than welcome. Thank you for merging in front of them. Here I'm lucky not to get in a fight. And that's just swapping cars between the driveway and the garage with my husband. Yeah, I know, right? I got married a couple of months ago, but for the longest time I've tried looking for my soulmate far and wide, couldn't find it. Now I got there, but it took a while. Back in Ireland, I even went on this, this is gonna sound lame, a single weekend getaway, right? On a Saturday night they had a little bit of a party, a few drinks going around, just to get people to mingle. So I'm hopping from conversation to conversation, and I jump into this conversation where they were talking about, what was it again? Bestiality, as you normally would at a single event. And someone said that they heard about this man who got married to his pony, and he even had a stepladder and all to, do his things. And someone else pointed out that if you think about it, getting married to an animal, it's basically like getting them to sign a contract where they agree to all sorts of sexual interactions. And I said, they're making a movie about that. It's called 50 Shades of Hay. The other day I saw this girl on Facebook. She posted, can you guys recommend an app where you can find genuinely interested guys who want to talk to you? And I thought, darling, probably ain't the app. ever since coming to Australia, I've had my fair share of hospital trips. Once I cut off a bit of a finger with a mandolin slicer, real bad cut, close to the bone. I don't recommend it. So obviously I went to the ER. The nurse takes a look at it and seeing how much I cut off, she calls the doctor on duty to know what to do next. So the doctor comes and goes, well, call the plastic surgeon. And I said, Doc, I agree, but I don't think it's the right time to talk about my looks. Thanks everyone, I've been Cinzia, have a good night.